King Car sees a teen's ability to surreally speak with cars, sparking a revolution that could save his community. However, he soon finds himself in a fight for survival when his invention inadvertently accelerates the underlying problems. This is directed by Renata Pinero, who also co-wrote the screenplay, and it hit VOD over the weekend after a festival run in 2021. And we have our first oddball release of the year. Not only do we have a film with a bizarre premise involving a sentient car, but its execution is also quite out there as well. I'm not sure what went into production first, but I can already see this getting a bit of a bad rap, as it's going to be compared and probably unfavorably to last year's Titane, which also involved a sentient car and is also one of the most out there WTF movies in some time. And getting a quiet release during the first week of January won't do it too many favors either. But to be clear, despite the same general similarities of a sentient car, these are two totally different films. While Titane goes more for a body horror meets character drama approach, this goes for a surrealist sci-fi meets political allegory approach. Unlike other more well-known sentient car movies like Titane or Christine, here the car actually talks, and it does so in this odd, sultry, seductive voice as it tries luring people into these parasitic relationships where it tries getting others, in particular our lead named Uno, into doing its bidding, and it preys on these social and class tensions that are boiling in this small town as a way of making its move, and saying it'll help others. Now, I always love a good class-based satire, and I liked how this approached its more political elements with a darkly comedic edge, basically due to the exaggerated delivery by the car and what it asks others to do, as well as the quirky nature of some of the supporting characters. Though I'd say this ultimately doesn't quite make as grand of a statement as it wanted to make, which wound up being one of my biggest criticisms. The film certainly has this gonzo style with a lot of lingering shots on characters interacting with the car, giving it a brooding atmosphere that'll be accompanied by some odd lighting choices and jarring scene transitions that are fitting for its bizarre premise. But in taking on this style, it also caused the film to lose a bit of focus, especially once it tries to make this small town feel grander in scale as the car starts getting into the heads of the townspeople. Now, it's great the film does some solid world building, especially as we get introduced to characters like Uno's eccentric uncle, his girlfriend, and many others. Though while it's entertaining to see a lot of these weird people just do their thing, especially when interacting with this evil car, it moves away a bit too much at times from its initial setup. The relationship between Uno and King Car that kicked off the film was one of the more intriguing aspects about this, given his unique ability. And while we don't ever truly break away from the character, the film's not as emotionally resonant when we do move away from this relationship, especially as so many other characters feel like caricatures. Plus, it can feel kinda aimless. It wanders about town, focusing on these interactions among these other characters with the car, but it didn't always feel like it was building towards anything meaningful. So not only does this story get a bit muddled, but whatever statement the film was looking to make in terms of its social commentary, it just didn't quite land. I appreciated how it brought up these statements regarding class and all that, but it ultimately didn't incorporate it into the story in a way I'd say was anything profound. But despite its issues, King Car is certainly an experience, and one that most certainly won't be for everyone. Its dark sense of humor, surrealist tone, bizarre premise, and quirky characters definitely make it entertaining. However, it also feels like it wanders at times, making it lose its emotional resonance, and it ultimately brings up these satirical elements that it doesn't wind up doing anything with. So while this doesn't get quite as grand in scale as I would have liked, the more unique elements about it make up for some of its faults. King Car gets a 6.5 out of 10. So let me know, did you see King Car, or are you planning to see it, and what were your thoughts? Did you find this one utterly surreal? Were you able to make much sense out of it? Let me know in the comments below so we can discuss. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please like it and share it, and for more movie reviews and film discussion, please make sure to hit that subscribe button to stay updated. Thanks for watching everyone, and keep having fun with film.